How long do narcissistic relationships last? Hello lovelies, welcome to Narc Free Formula. My name's Freedom. Thank you for joining me. Wouldn't it be great to have a magic ball and to be able to look into the future and tell how long a relationship would last? But we don't have that. What we have, the closest thing that we have to look at is the past and to ask ourselves a few questions, 3 specific questions. So, let's get down to it, shall we, darlings? Oh, before I start, you might be able to hear the rain in the background. This is summer in northern New South Wales. We have summer rains. So if you can hear it on the tin roof, just imagine it as an Australian soundscape. All right, lovelies, let's get into it. So, to know how long a narcissistic relationship will last, you need to look at the past and ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, how long did the narc's prior relationships last? Remember this, narcissists are creatures of habit and they do a lot of what they do on autopilot. So if it worked for them the first time, they'll give it a go the second time. They'll use the same patterns, the same programming, the same techniques, the same behaviours, and they'll change it up. So if it doesn't work, they'll change it, they'll alter it. So look to their past, look to their previous situationships with other victims, and that will give you a good indicator of the life cycle of your particular narcissist's narc cycle. Because they all do the same cycle, so just remember that. Idealize, devalue, discard, and replace. Replace usually comes before discard. So, that was the first question. So the second question is, how long was it actually happy for? You need to ask yourself that because, you know, it's one thing to say, oh, how long will a relationship last? But does it really matter if a relationship lasts if it's not a happy place to be? You know, if the people that are in that relationship aren't actually happy. Also, once the idealization phase is over, so the beginning, which is usually 3 months kind of roughly before, you know, they start to get bored with you, the mask starts to slip and the honeymoon is over, baby. So after that 3-month stage, that's when they will start sourcing new supply. And then really you're on a timer. From that point in time, your relationship is on a timer. It just depends on if they can find new supply that is worthy to replace you or not. All right, the third question. What do we know about narcs? Remind yourself what we know. They're chronically bored. They are users. They are cheats, liars, and abusers. They are creatures of habit and they are self-serving. So, a narcissistic relationship will last as long as it serves the narcissist. So, essentially, what does that mean? Well, it means until you get fat and old, right? And it's no longer serving their ego. Until the money runs out. Until a family member gets sick and you have to look after them and, you know, all of a sudden the narcissist is no longer the center of your world. Essentially, anything that changes the dynamic and the status quo. So they like having all the attention, they like it being all about them, they like to be the center of your world, and they are definitely getting something by being in the relationship with you. Because if there wasn't anything to gain, they would not be in the relationship. It's the essence of the narcissist. You know, this kind of usury. All right, the final point is a narc can stay married to someone for years. It doesn't mean that they are actually married. So they might have a marriage certificate, but, you know, having a marriage certificate and actually being loyal and committed and married are 2 different things. And with a narcissist, there is no loyalty, there's no reliability, there's no genuine care or concern for your well-being. You don't even exist unless you're literally right in front of them. You know, or they're thinking about you, or they're speaking to you on the phone. They literally just don't even consider, you know, that you have needs, wants, a life of your own. You are essentially there in their mind just to serve them. And remember, they are always scouting for new supply, once the idolization stage is over. And also remember that, a lifetime with a narcissist, or, years with a narcissist, is just years of endless games and head fucks. I mean, no one really, really needs to be in a relationship with a narcissist, let alone for a long term. All right, so if you're interested in how long the narcissist relationship with the new supplier will last, I'm going to link another separate video in here. But just remember, a narcissist wears a mask. They are not who they pretend to be. So if you have the chance to get out of your narcissistic relationship, take it. All right, I'll link this other video in here. Thanks for listening. Bye.